guys, coming back at you with another video today. We're going to be going over the exhaust system. I'm going to get the exhaust switched out for a few reasons. I don't really trust the welds. The O2 sensor is not in a position that I would like. The car is also too loud for vents. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. First thing is first, let's talk about those welds. They are not too good. And while they aren't like leaking now or anything, at least to my knowledge, I wouldn't be surprised if they do in the future. I'm also going to get the O2 bung put in a different place. As you can plainly see, it sticks straight out, hits the transmission, and is super close to the axle. Probably the most frustrating thing about the wideband sensor is the way it was wired in. Yeah, you just saw that right. That's 4 butt connectors right there. And then this leads to the wiring harness. Like, I don't really want to complain because I did get the car really cheap, but the wiring situation in this car just, it gives me migraines just thinking about the fact that I'm going to have to fix it. Now, I mentioned this car is super loud, and the reason for that is this. I don't know if it's a glass pack or a resonator, but it does not help the sound issue at all. As I've shown you guys, the exhaust definitely needs to be replaced. With that being said, I am not a welder, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to a shop and have them build it for me. There's a company called Tire Point S in Albany, Oregon. They're actually like a general repair shop / tire place. But the manager, Chris, is a huge car enthusiast and is always willing to help me out with my projects. And just to be clear, I am not sponsored by them. With that being said, I'm going to go drop the car off and then we'll pick up again in a few days once the exhaust is done, and I'll show you guys how it was routed. What's up, guys? It's about a week later, actually. The exhaust is done minus the tips. I'm waiting on those just to come in the mail. Then I'll get them tacked on. So let's just show you the exhaust setup now. First off, you can see we went with the dual exit. So there's the first exit. There's the second exit. I gotta be honest, I do think the car looks a little funny without the exhaust tips. So as soon as those get here, I'm definitely gonna get them thrown on because it does bother me. We also added a muffler to the car to keep the sound levels down. Now, I am excited about the muffler. It may be like a cheap no-name brand one, but it works so much better than the old one. As I mentioned, the old one got me kicked out of an event because it was too loud. This one should have no issue passing decibel levels, and it doesn't drone on the highway anymore. The exhaust was also routed to go over the subframe instead of underneath, so we're not hitting anything. The exhaust got rerouted over the subframe for 2 reasons. The first one is it was actually getting in the way of the jacking up the car on the rear subframe. The other reason is it was so low that it would scrape as I was driving down the street, like going over a bump. So this way I should have no more clearance issues. Right there's the sensor for the wideband, which was relocated so it wouldn't hit the transmission anymore. The O2 sensor was relocated a few inches back just so it didn't hit the transmission anymore. So that's good, and I'm really happy with where it's at because the previous location was kind of sketchy, to be honest. Now, I know some of you guys are going to want to hear exhaust clips of the new exhaust versus the old exhaust. I will put the old exhaust clip in first, and then the new one. To be honest with you guys, I definitely prefer the sound of the old exhaust in comparison to the new exhaust. But the new exhaust will pass sound. It doesn't drone on the highway, which is super important to me because I will be driving this car to events. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This car is one step closer to being ready to hit those time attack events next year. The next thing on the to-do list is to get the wiring all sorted out. After that, it's finally time to get this car tuned, which I'm super excited about. Definitely stay tuned for these coming videos. Also, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, I would really, really appreciate that. And as always, have a good day, guys.